So it happened. Rogue One came out. Well, Shell can stop hypothesizing about what it's going to turn out to be.
We haven't seen
happened
it.
and it's out. Yeah, but it's out now. I got a kick out of it because I was looking through old stuff, and there's an older recording session was that one when we were in the gray ruins looking area that's like vaguely Naga and Night Elf looking, and the first trailers were out, and Shell was talking about whether or not some type of alien was going to be in it or not, and it was like the same session where we were teaching her how to repair her equipment.
Oh,
and,
well,
that
so
like,
it's weird thinking how long ago that was. Like, that was when the trailers were coming out for this movie. That's how long this series is.
I knew that the concept was, acquiring the plans to the Death Star. But I just wanted to know if there would be... First off, if there would be boffins. Secondly, if there would be any main protagonists that are depicted by an alien.
Technically, we still don't know these answers because we haven't seen it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen of the extended trailers and, like, character lists, it seems like
The trailers are useless.
The whole force...
The trailers feature tons of footage that are not even in the movies.
Yeah, I know,
like,
but they
more
still
so
show
than
the
I've
main...
seen in a long time. Like, the trailers are fascinating for how they are just not scenes from the movie. They're just weird, like, promo shoots.
And then there are some...
It's like Bicentennial Man, masquerading as a comedy.
I think they just carefully edited it so that only the humorous scenes were input. But, I mean, I remember hearing
Oh no,
from
like
some
there's
people...
like remember that one almost iconic looking scene of the trailer where she's in a weird tunnel that slowly lights up with all these like long lights and everything? Like, that location's not in the movie, and that doesn't happen. Like, there's a bunch of Forrest Whitaker speeches in the trailers that never happen in the movie. I'm like, what is this trailer? I don't understand what this trailer is. It's like they filmed it separately entirely.
Scenes.
Yeah, it was strange. But I get a kick out of how long the series has been going on for, because you can chronicle weird, distant past stuff. Like, when we were back in the jungle, I'm talking about Season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. Nice, they'll have to put up a lot of that footage, which is going to be weird and jarring.
Hey, but then you can use my paladin image, because she's awesome.
Randomly be putting up videos of like, I wonder what Star Wars is going to be like 7 months from now.
Yeah,
and that'll go up 6 months after the movie came out.
People are going to be like, have you been living under a rock?
Yeah, I think I have a couple of episodes where we were like discussing about like quote unquote going full time and stuff on YouTube.
You could always just upload a 10-hour video and that'll catch you up real fast.
I could. I'm actually kind of half tempted to just put up like long episodes for like low priority series. So for the people that want to watch them, but without like clogging the channel.
So to summarize, aside from Sorise, do you see these ravenous birds above my farm? Get rid of them. Here's a flare gun. Mark them so I can shoot them out of the sky. That's more or less what it says.
Oh yeah, that was Granny Marvel, right?
These birds mess you up.
Yep.
This whole area was difficult for me, but I soloed it.
And then there's For the Corn, which just wants us to go collect their corn for us, because apparently we are, on top of being the destined ones with that run entire guild halls, we also help people on their farm.
Well, I mean, you gotta have a part-time job.
Part-time.
People can't collect their corn with these undead birds vaulting themselves onto them, like...
I'm just fighting everything here, it seems to be working out.
I walked less than 50 feet and got all 5 barrels of corn. Like, they weren't even far away.
Does not take much effort.
Now, what is that fluttering on the wind? Oh, these.
These are stupid quests. They just kind of were like, well, we didn't really have a very long quest line for Val Shira. Let's just add, like, some Gilneans here for reasons.
Just random Gilneans all about.
Okay.
Well, didn't they want to try to establish where Worgen druids and Night Elf druids sort of mingled?
I guess. I do have to give them credit. There is a lot of quest density here, which is not something we've exactly had up until now. Oh, got that.
The voice acting and writing forgot what we were doing. You shoot him with a flare gun, which it's a flare to mark them so she can shoot them. But she's like, "Good job with those stun grenades, lad," over and over again when you do it. I'm like, it's not a stun grenade, it's a flare. You gave me a flare to mark them so you could shoot them.
I think in the quest log it says to stun, but...
Maybe, I did go fast.
That's nice, love.
It was a weird incongruity of naming, though.
Oh, is that supposed to be your big priest helmet mantle? Because look at mine. Mine doesn't even fit my head properly.
Mine's this freaky screaming mask thing. Also, apparently we've got another
Yeah,
quest
that
up here. I don't know
you
if
look
you
like
guys
a
get
Java.
it.
I mean a Jawa. Like a giant,
Did you guys get
giant
the
helm.
quest? Did you guys get the quest for Rotbeak or no?
Oh yeah, I did. But I think Voladin will need it. Well,
Okay.
Keith.
Well,
Over here
Papa
or
loved
something?
this village. He'd never
Yep.
Oh, here's
hear
a
of
quest.
leaving. Even in these dread times, before he died, he told me
What can I do
what
for
attacked
you?
him, a monstrous falcon we call Rotbeak.
Keep your chin
You're
up,
fighting
eh?
these undead, aren't you? Will you avenge my father? If you can, find the beast northwest of here, patrolling our western route to the sea. It's kind of hard to read the dialogue because shells in combat and her numbers would like pop up over the words. So it's just like I'd like finish a line and then be like, all right, so what's this word?
Roderick's
Because
a
right now I just see,
hilarious
like,
skeleton man, skeleton bird.
oh yeah, these are like just awful looking mummy birds. They look really dumb.
This is the way you're attacking it. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Oh, there we go.
He has a fair amount of HP. I think we're fine.
Who, Rodbeak? Oh, him.
Yeah.
Wait, are you coming to attack him? Or you shouldn't kill him yet, because then Keith won't get credit for it.
I think Keith will be fine.
I was stuck fighting things for a bit.
Well, I'll take care of it.
This
'cause-
guy is
These
taking-
breaks are not don't do well for my ability to remember how this character works.
Have you switched spec yet? Or
No,
you're still...
I needed to. I forgot.
Oh, we can... can you do that kind of on the fly? Or do you not have the,
Well, the problem
stuff
is
for it?
I will have like 30 skills to read in the middle of a session
That's a
where I
good point.
don't know what they'll do. And then I need to not only read every skill and find the ones in my spellbook that aren't put on the bar automatically, which means I'm cross-referencing two lists to figure out which ones the game weirdly doesn't give me. And then I have to figure out a strategy. That's a weird quirk, is that they let you quick switch between specs, but they only give you some of the skills, and then they have to hunt for the rest in a spell book.
I loaded it into the
got a bad
DPS spec
feeling.
for the first time in 12 levels, and I'm just like, I have 2 skills here. This is really weird.
And then you found out the rest were hiding.
Yeah.
Shriek no more.
Alright, we've got a star up this mountain if you guys want to follow.
Huh. I don't believe I'd gotten that one before. Winged Guardian, go! But you have a cloud serpent now.
Watch your back.
Definitely in the territory now of let's grab whatever sells for the highest, basically.
Oh, I'm still trying to fill in my eye levels. Because this stuff scales. Oh, I've done 2 or 3 dungeons
All
now.
the weird
and
skeleton
they're-
creatures.
Yep.
Where did my class...
Whoa, what's this?
Oh yeah, I'm
Tyrannus Dusk Whisper.
He came
Right.
out of some kind of box.
He came out of a box, yes.
I guess I am supposed to meet with Khadgar next for my order hall.
Yes.
And I'm also supposed to do the Halls of Valor.
Yeah, Halls of Valor is the Stormheim place. Which we should probably do Stormheim before we do Halls of Valor. We're gonna end up doing Halls of Valor 3 different times.
Yep.
Which is some kind of stupid.
Yeah, we already did the Halls of Valor once, right? That was like our second
Yep.
one we did.
Yeah, that was the second dungeon. That was with the guy that would not stop pulling enemy groups.
It was
Yeah,
it was the big Norse Norse mythology dungeon.
Yeah, actually, one of the critters that gives you a quest is named Moonin, and that's one of Odin's ravens
Yeah, he's up near the Flight Master. This guy has a lot
back
of
in Dalaran. Yeah,
I accidentally clicked on one of you guys. Whoops.
Sorry.
Oh, whoa.
I was
You
just trying to
trying to
cast
do
offensive
shadow
spells
work
against
kill
one of
on
you
us?
guys. I'm like, that's not working.
It's a good thing that they don't allow you to do that. I know that is it in Pokemon or something where you can accidentally select
Yes.
your allies?
Pokemon, I mean,
I mean,
a lot of games have friendly fire when they really should.
Surf, I know.
You have allies now in Pokemon?
So in Pokemon you can
Team
do
battles.
like 2v2s or 3v3s very occasionally. And certain moves like Surf hit the whole team. Both
Wow.
yours and theirs. Which can be really powerful, but also kind of annoying.
What could go wrong?
Well, a lot of the times they don't really indicate that it's like gonna hit the whole group either.
Oh, did I just
you guys
summon the
start
same
it again?
guy?
You did. We should leave.
Shit.
Ah!
Ah! Ah!
Run!
Wow, Keith, that is a dumb hat.
Alec!
I like my hat. I'm being eaten by a beetle spider.
Assassins!
It's a ridiculous hat.
It's a ridiculous hat.
I think
mine
priests
just
look
this
best
like weird.
not having anything on their head.
That guy's pursuing us down the hill. We better run.
Yeah,
I feel like
my character just has this like weird screaming mouth blindfold.
Like with
I
the word,
really like it.
I don't associate any sort of helmet with the word priest.
Yeah, maybe a hood, like a neat looking like.
Even a hood would be a
thing
monk,
nice.
wouldn't it?
Not really. I don't know, monks look weird with hats, but that's because most of their armor just makes you look like a complete goon.
I don't know if I told you, but when I tried making a monk, I found out that being a level 1 monk is the most boring experience in all of World of Warcraft.
Yes.
We
We tried leveling monks, and I think we got
for a
up
while,
to 20 before we just gave up. And
They actually get better over time, but I mean, being specifically level 1, you have one skill that does virtually nothing, and so and it has a cooldown if I remember correctly, or something that lets you not use it that often on top of being not that effective. So basically, as a level 1 monk, you just have to sit there and auto attack everything to death until you finally hit level 2 and get a second skill, and it's agony. Like no other class felt that way that I've played.
I think it's one of the reasons why I'll probably never level a mage. Things of that nature.
there's just something weirdly disconcerting about children in this game.
Is it because of their head-to-body proportions?
Yeah, something about the way they're proportioned just is weird.
Hey, did they update the sparkle effects? They look better.
Were we here for a quest, or
Maybe.
did you just see a chest
Yeah.
down here?
There's a chest down there. I had already looted it.
Yeah, you're already on it. It's check the fishing dock, check the cornfields, check the Heathrow house.
I
the
don't see that
farmstead.
quest.
Well, you have it, so...
Wait, maybe I hit it from last time?
Yeah, I hit a lot of quests, so I didn't...
You guys
I'd like to
probably
see them.
hit this because we did a whole
You,
another zone.
you have it. You've completed it.
Oh, it's right-clicked on. Oh, it is completed already. Okay. Yep.
Yep. I'm paying attention, honestly.
My blade is ready.
Children of the Night.
Papa, I'm
Oh.
home. The hero saved me.
Penelope! Thank
Ooh
goodness
yay,
you're all
10
right.
artifact
So
power.
nice.
Ooh yay, 25 artifact power.
Shadow song?
My
Save them up for my
favorite.
holy items.
About you.
Hey.
Put down your arms.
It's just one of those where I'm pretty much
Thank you for finding
committed
my
to the tank
daughter.
weapons at this point, and I'll just keep doing
You are
that, whether or
most
not it's a good
welcome
idea.
here.
Just because trying to switch right now would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Reading the quest text is almost redundant because he's just out loud narrating his change in mood, like, "Thank you for saving my daughter. We were wrong about you," and all that other stuff.
This is pretty non-stop. Okay.
All of his talking.
Sorry for the suspicion earlier. We're all on edge of the recent attacks. Couldn't be more grateful to you and your friend. Thanks to you, our situation is under control now. Got a lot of rebuilding to do. We will survive. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, enemy nameplate's turned on. Well, that's a thing. Okay. Oh, now we have to go find Jared's Shadow Song. So, since Maeve chased after Gul'dan at the Vault of the Wardens, her sisters among the Wardens have been searching far and wide for her whereabouts. With so few Wardens remaining, I volunteered to join the search. I hope I will find sign of her within Blackrock Hold. The fortress will be well guarded, and I will need help to break through. Help me find her, and I'll reward you handsomely. Gives us just a random priceless artifact, at which point we immediately just cram it into our weapons.
Yeah. Make it better.
Alright.
You guys actually have to go ride with him.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right
Let me get a
me.
good look at you.
I wish you'd hop on your mount instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has his own mount that you hop
Yeah,
on.
and it's faster, I know. But it'd be really goofy. You just like switch to like the slow ass fishing turtle mount. And he hops on with you, and he's like, "Really, dude? Really?" It'd be funny.
The light smites
I
our
don't
foes.
like my class helm.
This looks amazingly uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. the sheer amount of spikes between both his character and mine. I think my warglaives are rubbing his wrists. That's
There's also the
hurt.
weird part where the two of you are perfectly locked into each other.
Not only are they rubbing his wrists, but his hands are currently being just like cut partway down.
Maybe it was because my character was female, but there was actually a sizable gap between us. And I'm like, why isn't he falling off the back of the,
Yeah, he looks like he's
saber at this
grabbing
point?
the back of my butt cloth.
Your loincloth
Strange
is so
sight.
supple.
Yet firm.
Okay. Lord Legion 1 with Ravencrest, who was dead and buried 10 millennia ago. Thank you for this Warden Boon thing. Alright.
Bing.
And I was actually reading about these characters in the War of the Ancients story.
Okay.
I need to get onto the second
Lord
book.
Ravencrest was a fearless leader, a seasoned commander, and a man of integrity and honor, a teacher and a protector of his people, Malfurion, Illidan, Tyrande, and I, who were still young when he helped shape our destinies. The sigil of his house was legendary. Observe, for a moment, the sigil over his former resting place, and I shall tell you more of his legacy.
Lord Ravencrest died long ago. When the ancient war began, we suffered countless losses. Our cities burned. Lord Ravencrest saved our people and rescued our world from annihilation.
I like it how he is Maeve's brother. Like he's Maeve's brother, and he just looks like a totally generic night elf, where she's like this like super fancy model.
I just
Makes
noticed
sense.
your face.
Yeah, I've been commenting on how my mask is horrifying. Like your hat is
Fuck.
stupid, but mine is just.
What is your face?
It's supposed
Well, I mean,
to...
look,
He likes playing ritualists or anyone with blindfolds in games.
I'm just
I played
imagining
as a
my
ritualist in
character-
Guild Wars.
Right. So he liked being a ritualist
Yeah.
in
They,
Guild Wars
they had
too.
those bullshit ashes where if you died, you drop the ashes, which would
Oh.
revive you.
Yeah, those were fun for PvP. I was more of a spiritualist guy because those spirits could wreck shit really fast.
My first playthrough, I
Okay.
was a ranger.
The
but
attacking spirits spoke of their lord and master. I fear the Legion has raised Lord Ravencrest to do their bidding. What price was paid for each sinister revival, I do not know.
You had a misremembered song lyrics moment.
Yeah. We were... blame Bird for this, but I've been garbling a lot of extra stuff because he was doing that for like an hour last night.
Yep, I was there.
Okay, so the fortress grounds are just up ahead. There's a large area to search, but if we split up, I believe we can cover a lot of ground. Search the prison cages, the forge, and the guard tower for any signs of Maeve. I will check the upper ramparts and meet you on the other side of the keep. And Black Rook Hold is not the same place I knew. Its walls have crumbled, a ghostly echo of its former glory. If Lord Ravencrest has returned, then surely he will have his former officers at his side. Kester Farseeker, Captain of the Guard, Trillin Shieldbreaker, Peerless Master of Maces, Starless Strongbow who could split arrows while blindfolded. If we stand any chance of entering the tower itself, they must be eliminated. And yeah, I've been having this weird bug where I accept the quest and they don't go away.
You just
Yeah,
said that and it
I-
happened to me when you said it.
Yeah, that had actually happened to me on this quest, but only this one's thus far.
That's weird. You said it and then your sentence happened and I clicked on it and it didn't go away and I'm like, what?
Oh hey,
Get out of
we
my
got a star
game.
immediately. Wait, did we did come in this way. Huh. I
Oh,
was not paying attention. I don't remember all these ghosts.
maybe it phase changed.
Now, I won't be able
maybe.
to see where your quests are, but I remember this area. So,
Oh yeah, you did it like an hour ago.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Did she really just do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she did it some distant past time.
No, I just did it
I-
because I just thought that it was some side thing. But then I came here and I'm like, oh no,
Oh
maybe this
no.
this is something more.
So how far are you in Shadow Tactics, Keith?
Like mission 4.
Wow. Okay.
I have not had time for the game at all lately.
Oh, that's a shame. I really like that game. There's something just really satisfying about playing it.
I was kind of off guard by how it handled difficulty curves.
You mean between missions, or
like the first 2 missions compared to the 3rd mission,
Oh.
yeah,
where it goes completely
missions-
nuts.
Yeah, the missions kind of go up and down in difficulty, also depending on how you play. For me, I do a lot of like luring and trapping, and sometimes that's perfectly fine, and sometimes I can't do that at all, and it pisses me off, and I can't do anything about it. Like, there's one mission that's filled with nothing but samurai and straw hats, and it's just like, what do I do now? I don't know. The answer is you chuck rocks at them until they die, which was something special.
I was caught off guard when the 3rd mission just was so big it felt like multiple consecutive missions stacked on top of each other.
Which one was the 3rd one again? Just so I
It's
remember
the one where
I'm
you
on
have to
mission 9.
break into the building in the first place and then go after the guy's documents.
Oh,
And like just
right.
getting inside is
You
like a
have to-
mission on
you
its
have to
own.
you have to steal it from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That mission really was rough.
You're gonna want to get a hit on her at least, Keith, before she goes
Well, I'll
down.
turn my ass. She'll just. She's dying anyway.
Forgive me,
I assume you guys got it.
Lord Gravencrest.
What's the
I
next
got
one?
nothing. Yay! Lingering essence.
They're scattered
Excitement.
about. There's a lot of named characters around here, but they have no purpose.
No sign of Maev here.
Take
Oh,
that,
my
living
head.
creatures.
Looks like we got another star down below. if
Oh,
we wanna
weird.
head
Yeah,
that direction.
Quartermaster Talastus
That's where I
is
got the
not our.
undead kitten.
Is not an objective. He's just there.
I have slain hundreds before you. You'll
Supposedly,
simply be one
this
more
is-
notch on my belt.
I guess supposed to be a place that we're supposed to care about.
I mean, that's presumably always true.
Well, I mean, it's one of those where like usually they just have like a couple of characters standing around in an area, but like usually if you have a named character to kill, there's some reason to do it.
And the interesting thing is some of these guys actually have an exclamation point next to them, but then there's...
I've gotten some of that from Tyranny, where you'll play a zone and you'll randomly be attacked by somebody with a name, but you don't talk to them, and it's because they must be someone who you interact with and talk to if you're on a different team at that point.
Yes. Which team did you? You went with the.
The chorus.
Oh, you went with the chorus. Okay.
Oh.
We should
Yeah.
compare notes when we finally.
hate
We
it.
went with
game.
the
I hate it
disfavored.
so much.
Why? They're just not likable.
Tyranny has an issue where it forgets what team you're on, and it's really frustrating. Because you don't work for the Scarlet Chorus or the Disfavored, you just side with them in one conflict. But then it acts like you work for them instead of Tunon or Kyros.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I work for the... I'm a Fatebinder. Everyone's calling me a Fatebinder all the time. Why am I not actually acting like a Fatebinder? You act like you're a lackey for their group.
Yeah,
And I think
also,
it's building up for you being able to, like, indict people that may be plotting against the leader and stuff like that, but it's just really frustrating to get to major decision points and not have a decision to make. It's like every time I finish any story arc, there's just some big important character or relic or something, and I just have to give it to the leader of the Scarlet Chorus, and I can't make any decisions
Yes.
about that, even though I don't want the Scarlet Chorus to have power. It's really frustrating.
It'd be interesting if the entire time you could actually truck it all the way back to Tunon,
only...
Yeah.
and it just never
I mean,
tells
the
you.
other
game,
things-
the game just contradicts the entire reputation that the company that made it has about it being all full of branching storylines and decisions, because the game kind of has... You do all the setup stuff in the first beginning part where you make all the text decisions, and then you do the prologue chapter, and then...
whoops.
You
And
didn't
then
need to get that guy.
to an
No,
extent,
you just
a lot of
aggroed.
your decisions for the rest of the game are made forever.
Yes.
And then you just kind of play out the results for the next 30 hours.
I do like the
We were
occasional,
given
like,
one time where we could have actually rebelled against the
yeah.
disfavored.
Well, no, we've had a couple of moments where we can just be like, aha, screw the Overlord, I'm gonna go do my own thing, which are just weirdly out of place.
They also don't seem to... They don't know how to structure that in a kind of embarrassing way, because, like, the time to rebel against somebody is when they ask you to do something you disagree with. But instead, all the times to rebel against the leader are, like, random conversations when you're just sitting there and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Like, because they didn't want it to be messy for their own story structure, so they made it so that you can only rebel against them when you're standing in their town, like, between quests. But that's not the time people rebel against people in storylines ever. People rebel against their leaders when their leader asks them to do something that they disagree with. But you can't do it then. So I guess.
Also, another interesting thing is, from like a couple conversations, only most recently, nearly halfway through the game, we finally discovered that Kairos is female.
Yeah, it took us like 30 episodes to figure out Kairos is a chick.
Well, no. Kairos doesn't have a known gender.
Okay, because
well,
we had several...
If you talk to Tunon at the beginning of the game, you get the entire explanation behind Kairos' gender.
Okay.
Well,
when you first meet Tunon.
I figure that Kairos might be something other than, human or even corporeal.
Yeah,
so...
like Kairos just doesn't have a known gender, and people arbitrarily assign gender identities to them.
It was just one of those where, like, several NPCs in sequence all just referred to her as her.
And we had never heard of him before.
Yeah, Tunon's supposed to be the first time you hear them referred to as a her, and you get an explanation for why if you ask him. The first time you go visit Tunon at the beginning of the game, well, after the first chapter.
I think we didn't ask questions like that because it's actually interesting when random characters that have no affiliation with Tunon, you can actually ask of them, do you know anything about Tunon? I'm just imagining their response would be blank, blank, blank. You're one of his fate binders.
Yep.
Wouldn't you know more about him than me?
It's super weird. It's super weird to ask about your own leader. It's weird. It's worded strangely too. Like it's not even worded like. You think they would word it like what do you think about Tunon or something like that? But it's like, do you know anything about this person that I work for?
It's kind of like we. You know what? I think as part of the game, we were probably just hired over the internet. We're like,
But you can't even say that because how you were hired is your backstory you choose.
I know, but it's just one of those where, like, the way everything works out, it just feels like we were the...
Okay, guys, if you want to find the dude, he's over here.
The dude? To do with the power?
Shadow Song.
Lead us to the dude. Because, yeah, there's no indication of where he actually is supposed to be.
Why are we looking for Shadow Song?
To turn in the quest?
To turn in the quest.
Oh.
Or do you...
I had such a difficult time finding him earlier when I was playing this. I'm gonna lead him, you to him. Rawr.
We fight for the light.
Like how I'm
Lost
just
track of
fighting
something
and you're...
for a bit.
I could help you fight.
I just had a terrible moment in the game where I finished an entire chapter, got a really important relic, had very specific reason given for why I shouldn't give that relic to people, and then when asked if I should give it to them, my character just says, of course, and I have no other options. And I'm like, what? No!
I didn't like it how we still couldn't sway a rebel force to help us, end an edict and stuff, because it would be beneficial to both of us. Oh, we're over here.
Yeah, we're over here talking to Jared.
I'm trying to figure out how to get up there. There's walls everywhere.
No. You want to go on the lower level.
Yeah, we're down below.
I had such an issue with that too. I was going on the upper
We're still in that
parapets,
same
and...
courtyard. We just went over a bit.
Yep. I had run over here. There we go.
Okay. I did not come this far to lose her in the final moments. My must be in the cells beneath Black Rook Hold. As guided above it, and the entrance to the prison is guarded by a fearsome jailer. I will sneak past and take out the guards inside. Defeat Araxis, take the keys, and then meet me within.